Hi there, everyone. Thank you so very much for your patience with this reading. Oh my goodness, it is an intense one. I am absolutely feeling it. I'm feeling it. It's at the peak, actually, right as we speak, more or less. It's been about 10 minutes or so that it's been culminated for us here. But let's get right into it, right? Well, Scorpio, full moon in Scorpio, ruled by Pluto, ruled by Mars, is a very sort of intense energy. Very intense energy. And when we think of Scorpio, right, we think of the Death card in the Major Arcana deck. And that speaks to transformation, uprooting, transmutation of an old world, old energies that do not align with that future, that vibration, that highest vibration, that truest form of ourselves that we seek to bring into reality, into manifestation. And so it was interesting because before I turned on the camera, I was looking for the Death card, right? And so I found it and I picked it out, but it had beneath it, right, the Magician. So 2 cards popped out for you. And to characterize the sort of theme, right, of this full moon in Scorpio, really, right, there's this alluding to the extroversion and introversion simultaneously. So the full moon being very extroverted sort of disposition, right, of energy. Scorpio is introverted, right, water sign, deep, right, plutonic energy that digs beneath the surface and unearths, right, what is hidden to the eye. So it's interesting, right? Because it's the sort of culmination, as we can see it, the ultimate revelation, the ultimate unearthing of whatever that truth may be for you, that paves the way to the path of alchemy. Okay, the Magician. And it's a process, right? It's a process. I'll turn it right side up here. You see all elements on this card. You see the sword, you see the pentacle, you see the chalice, you see the wand. But it's the balance, right, that's brought about by way of the renewal of self, of how we see ourselves. How we have seen ourselves, how that vision differs from how we want to see ourselves, right? Of reaching our potential, and the recognition of what holds us in that old vibration in some shape or form, what we need to transmute in order to ready ourselves for this transformation of self. And matter, right, the creation of matter that initiates the whole process of this new beginning. So, Scorpio, beautiful. Well, everyone rather, right? That is the scorpionic sort of energy. And we're all under the influence of it. We all have Scorpio somewhere in our chart. So, let us see what this full moon of culmination brings for us. And we will start. Hi there, Capricorn. Thank you so very much for your patience with this reading. This is the full moon reading in Scorpio. Let us see what comes through for you. I feel for you, Cancer, Capricorn. If you know a Cancer, if you have a Cancer rising, ascendant, or moon sign, you may want to check that video out. I haven't yet done it, so I can't say, right, throughout the reading if there may be some crossover, but nonetheless, you may want to check that video out. Capricorn, I was going to say that, okay. I was going to say something, but the cards have a lot to say, apparently. So let's heed that and move with that. Okay. Capricorn, I'm feeling for you that there is something that it's like this is it's like you're opening the book. It's like you're imagining. Let's say you're in the bookstore and you're thinking, do I want to get this book? Right? You read the title and you're like, do I want to buy this book? Is this what I'm interested in? Is this book going to do it for me? Is it going to give me the information that I need? Is it going to clarify things for me? Is this my answer? And it's like before you buy it, right, you open it to the very dead center to see, kind of to get a preview of what you're getting yourself into. I'm hearing that. Okay, what you may be like reading reviews even. Okay, for some of you that energy is coming through. Reading reviews before you buy, before you solidify, finalize your sentiment, right? Your theory, right? It could even be the need to do research. The need to do research before I sign, seal, deliver. And Capricorn, absolutely. If you're making any kind of major decision, if you're signing on the dotted line for a document of whatever it may be that is important, right? You may want to wait until the 20th of May and onwards, as that's when Mercury reaches its full speed. So, I feel that there's a little bit of like a suspicion even, right? Like, I don't know about this. Do I align with this? Do I agree with this? Is it what it seems to be? Or is it too good to be true? Okay, I'm getting that as well. It's like part of whatever this is attracts you, right? You look at the front of this book. Okay, I'm getting also judging a book by its cover, right? Open, the middle of the book. Like, what is beneath the surface? Okay, and that's so Pluto, right? That's so Scorpio. That's so 8th house. Getting to the core, the root, the foundation, the upbringing even, the past. The energies that influence, right, what we see. So, I'm getting history. History is figuring prominently here. Okay, some sort of lineage. So if there's something that you want to investigate, if there's something that you want to clarify, if there's something that just doesn't sit right with you, right? It will behoove you to listen to that voice, right? The cover of the book, this is what I was going to say, the cover of the book may seem so appealing, so enticing, right? Colorful and, you know, three-dimensional and with texture, right? It grabs you. It grabs your attention. But is it going to do it, right? And you only find that out once you flip through a few pages and test it out, right? Like test drive. And sometimes you may find, whoa, I'm so glad that I read that one page because I don't align with that one page. Whatever that the author is writing on that page, right? I just clearly, like, I don't align with it. And the style of writing maybe just doesn't do it for me. Doesn't align with me. Doesn't give me what I really need. Okay. Now, Capricorn. Listen to your intuition. Okay. I'm feeling that strongly for you. I feel that, right? It's not for no reason that something feels amiss. That something feels perhaps not quite right. You feel a little bit in the dark about something, okay? I'm being compelled. Listen to your intuition. Do the research that you feel you're being driven, guided to do. Should I look more into this? I feel absolutely. Okay, now, it is a general reading, of course, but, right, it's like before you look in your theme, Capricorn, the Four of Wands, upright, the front of the theme, the face, okay, dead center, Sun of Pentacles. Beneath that, mirroring the Four of Wands, is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So, this eagerness to make ground, to finalize, to sign, seal, deliver, to get going, to start the process, building the foundation of whatever it is that we seek, that we desire, that seems appealing to us, okay, that we think in some way, on some level, will give us what we think we want. You're being compelled, you're being beckoned to look beneath the surface, okay, to open your mind, to, I'm getting seek higher ground, okay, for some of you, seek higher ground. An example, this is just, right, like an example. If you're thinking of building, okay, constructing some sort of, whatever it may be, okay, on a certain level of ground, on a certain hill or something like that, right? And you're thinking, like the little voice pops in your head, Capricorn, Capricorn. What if there's, right, a high tide? Would it be better to maybe, right, build on higher ground? Would it be safer in some way? Would it, right? Would you get a better view? Whatever that voice is telling you, Capricorn, I'm feeling, listen to it. Okay, at least investigate it. Okay? Follow that guide, wherever it's taking you. Okay, of course, right? Use your personal intuition, always, always. But I'm feeling that the more that you can think outside of the box and not just like settle, right, for what maybe has been or what you feel is somewhat doable, or what, right, on one hand you feel comfortable with that is predictable. I'm feeling it behooves you to expand your horizons even as well. Okay. Okay, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. But I am getting that to see beneath the surface is the nucleus of the decision point, right? It's like what it's after the point of even knowing for yourself. Okay, I looked into it, right? I researched it. I did the dirty work that I needed to do to uncover whatever it is that I needed to uncover. And now I can make my decision confidently. Now I can make my decision knowing that I tried and I looked at every other sort of possibility. Whatever this is, okay, whatever this is, speaks to the ultimate desire to pursue a path of ultimate satisfaction. Okay, ultimate soul satisfaction. And I'm getting that there's a freedom to this path, absolutely. It could be entrepreneurial, okay? But it speaks to your emotional, right, sort of sense of harmony, of inner bliss. Feeling that the path that you're moving down and along speaks to your truth, speaks to that that navigation, that navigating force of that sort of the conductor of your soul, of your being. Right? It's like feeling like I am on the right path. I'm doing what feels totally right for me at in this moment in time. Okay. And it's about fine-tuning what is that path. And I'm seeing it as like you're standing in front of this land. Okay. And on this land, there are so many little, it's like veins of paths. Okay, little and small, curving, round and about, right? Some moving through trees. So there are a lot of options. There are a lot of alternatives, and you know that. And it's just simply the matter of the path of exploring and experimenting with even the thought, right, of entering those worlds, those realms, that will help make very clear for you what aligns with you and what doesn't. Okay. And I feel that by experimenting, right, you're going to see very clearly, right? Like, take 2 steps along that yellow brick road and you're going to be like, this is not for me. right? Like this, I'm so glad that I took these first few steps before stamping, right, my name on the signpost in front of it, right, the head of the trail. So it's like, whatever this whole process is, okay, you feel ultimately the decision that you do make is going to release you, okay, release your creative potential, will help you flourish in some way as an individual, pursuing your personal truth, okay. And there's a sense of transformation to it, absolutely, that spins you in a completely new direction, completely. The World and the Seven of Wands. Ignition of passion, fire, inner drive, flame, motivation, boundless opportunity, the World. So they're both in reverse, and they're in your sort of future future placement. Okay. And they're both in reverse, but we'll get to it. Okay, we'll get to it. So let me read off to you actually all of the cards here first before we get officially started. The Five of Pentacles is in your deep past, and the way it popped out, it really wanted to be horizontal. So we'll heed that, and we'll set it down in a horizontal fashion, which makes it align with the card that precedes it in a perpendicular, okay, sort of configuration. So there's a head-to-head. There's a head-to-head between these two energies. Some sort of dissatisfaction with our career life and simultaneously our emotional gratification from what we do. Okay, so I feel that those two worlds for you are very much hand in hand. And it's the coming to the decision, the realization, the crossroads, the head of the trail, that I need to make a decision, right? Officially, right? This does not work for me. I know, right, that it's a matter, but I want to continue along this path. It's a matter of decision. Seeing, right, the yin from the yang, the black from the white, masculine from the feminine. We all have these two sides, right? Everything has these two sides, the polarity. And it's about recognizing that polarity. And it's about understanding the synthesis as well. Where these two worlds collide, what is created in that space? And how, right? I am inherently responsible for that process. How it's in my hands. How I contribute to it. And I can transmute this. It starts with me. And the recognition of myself, of these two halves of my being even. So, profound, okay? It's like the self-awareness is very much there, okay? And I see you as very much aware of the greater process here, okay? It's like you know what you want, okay? You know what you want, Capricorn. But you're taking, yet again, a cautious and close look before you take the dive, you take the jump, you take the leap. And so you've absolutely aligned with that dream. Okay, Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. I'm ready to take one of these paths through the land. Okay, I'm ready for the change, for the movement. But, right, looking over at the Moon and the Lovers, there is this need to seek the light, the answer, by way of our intuition. Okay. Now, yes, so many options. Five of Wands in reverse in your current state. Right side by side to this Justice card. Right beneath the Daughter of Pentacles. So while you know what it is that you want, right, conceptually, macro, aerial view, right, feeling, I want greater independence. I want emotional satisfaction. I want to feel, right, that I can channel my creativity, my gifts in a way that speak to me, right? The creation of my being, my soul path and my journey forward. As a soul, as a soul. I can do this in so many different ways. But the truth is, Capricorn, and I almost said Cancer again, okay? If you, right, this is really, right, the nucleus of it, yet again, is that it's like you, upon the path of this soul growth, right, that you see, that I'm feeling from many of you, is this knowing and this mystery. This knowing, right, of what I want, this mystery of how I'm going to achieve that in the three-dimensional world. What is the actual path that leads me to the oasis land, right? So, but it's like this. Because it's, right, this soul, right, very otherworldly sort of vision that you have. You know the answer. You know the way. Whoa. Elbow on the stack here that caused it to cascade down. Okay. We will heed that. You know what's going to make you happy, Capricorn. You know it. There is no beating around that bush, okay? There's no beating around that bush. It's a matter of aligning, coming to terms with that truth, okay, that you have. Deep inside of you. And the liberation of that truth is what's going to initiate the process forward. Tapping into your intuition, okay? And it may cause a shakeup, right? It may, you have the Eight of Swords here. Sorry, Eight of Wands, but Seven of Swords is mirroring this Eight of Wands. So it could be by way of the speaking out about this truth, your reality, what you want, what satisfies you. Okay, and what you believe as an individual may absolutely mean shifting ground, right? Shifting ground. But we see here, Six of Cups, 3 and 3, speaking to the emotional realm. This can absolutely speak to a relationship, yes. And it's overlaying the Father of Cups, which could be a Cancer, and I keep saying Cancer. So, right, could speak to a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But nonetheless, right, and you pull the Lovers, this could absolutely speak to a desire for independence, right? A desire for independence, a desire to take a very close look at how we, right, contribute to our sense of emotional satisfaction and how another party or another half of our being may similarly collaborate in that space. How we both contribute to the building of this foundation of emotional stability. Is it built on stable grounds? Right? Is there something about the give and take in the situation that needs to have a very sort of honest look at? So a big emphasis on emotions for you, a big emphasis on emotional satisfaction, but it's by way of how you materialize, right, your efforts, how you materialize these desires. I'm hearing sanction. Okay, sanction. So something perhaps even about distribution of your resources, distribution of yourself. Okay, in some way, and it could be, right, emotional as well. Nonetheless, right, okay, nonetheless, your advice is the Emperor, upright. Stepping into the Ten of Cups, upright, near future. Hopes and or fears is the Four of Swords in reverse. Final outcome is the World. Your environment is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Your energetic pathway is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So, what I feel for you is that Okay, whatever this new beginning is that you're seeking, as it pertains to the career, finances, sense of stability, security, okay, how you see yourself in the world. And I'm getting it as an individual, strongly as an individual. It speaks to the reignition of your fire, your flame, your purpose, your passion, your drive. Okay, and it's like, once you say, right, goodbye to what does not align with you, you open up a whole new world that unlocks, unleashes your potential. And the opportunity in that world is boundless. So when you open your mind, right, and let's say you realize, right, okay, do I want this book? Yes or no, right? Looks interesting, the cover is really alluring, but I don't know, right? Something about it just doesn't sit right. Flipping through the pages, right? I don't know if I really fully, right, align with the author. And then you're in that standstill of like, is it yes, is no? Should I buy it? Should I not? But then it's like realizing, wait a second, right? There are other books, right? And I can, I have the free range, the freedom of range to discern what's right for me. Okay, I don't need to settle. I'm getting that strongly for many of you. Now, okay, that may be unsettling for some people around you as well, for a number of you, but, okay, it's almost like they don't see it coming. They don't see it coming. But you got to do what's right for you, Capricorn. Okay, that's also what I'm really feeling for you. You got to do what's right for you. Okay, something, if you've been harboring a fire, a flame, a drive, a passion, something that's very real to you, very important, right? An aspect of yourself that is yearning to speak out, that's how you're going to create, by following that path and that voice. Now, your desire is to open your mind. You want that. You have 2 fours here, 4 of wands and 4 of swords. Ultimately, you do want that, right? You realize you have a dream. Ooh, I'm on a max, so everything's reversed. You know you have this dream. Look at the sun on the third eye chakra area of this lamb. You know that there's more to it than that. You know that there's much more than what is before your eyes. And you know that it's a matter of your awakening to that reality that sets you free to pursue it. Okay. And it's right beneath the 7 of wands. So it's like, by way of, right, doing away with these ideologies that hold us in this world that does not speak to our truth, we're able to pursue that divine sort of spark of what lights up our soul. It's beautiful. And you're moving towards that. I'm getting you're moving towards that. But it's a gradual process. It's a slow process. It's pensive. And you're taking your time to really research, to really, again, discern, okay, what is right, what you do want. And again, May 20th, that is when Mercury goes direct. Well, it went direct, but that's when it really reaches its full initial speed. So you may want to wait for making a very important decision until that date, okay? Nonetheless, there is this closing out to an old chapter that regards the emotional realm, okay? And that's coming in your near future. So, by way of this emotional release of truth, expression of self, okay, admittance even to yourself of how you feel about what has been, where you've been, how you've maybe even held yourself back from pursuing this truth, right? That is the focal point. That's the focal point. And that's what, in a way, needs to happen, right? This perception of your reality in some way, or propensity of thinking, way of thinking, needs to dissolve. And by doing that, by transmuting this energy and closing the cycle out and communicating and expressing those emotions, right, we see the light right above it. Okay, it's almost like a flashlight down on these two cards, bringing focus to the need for this discussion even. I'm hearing discussion for some of you. This may be a conversation, coming out about your truth. And let me plug in the computer because it's going to die. Here we go. Right? So it's like, this is what's spotlighted in your reading, Capricorn. Okay, this, I'm getting discussion strongly for a number of you. Now, and I'm getting easy does it, okay? Easy does it, right? The time that you take to really dissect, disseminate this information, to communicate your side of the story is going to behoove you, okay? Take your time with it. I'm receiving that strongly as a message here. Now, it's interesting because in your environment, in the very apex of your reading, you have this Two of Pentacles, which speaks of stability, okay, symmetry, harmony, and balance, but also freedom, right? It's a butterfly. It's independent. Right? It's free to roam by way of its inner, right, sort of sense of stability that it has. The alliance that it has with the path that it walks. Okay, so it's this alliance with path and purpose that suits you as the individual that you are. That is, right, the sort of unlocking of this whole process for you. And it may speak to financial independence, right? Stability, independence, and the desire to bring it about in your life independently, right? In a way where it's like, I feel like I'm creating my world. I'm in charge of what I create. And I'm not bound and held down by what I create, by my assets, by my sense of security. It's not immobilizing to me. It's enlightening to me. It makes room for growth. Okay, so the expansion of horizons is big for you here, Seeking greener pastures, seeking wider, deeper pastures. I'm getting that as well. And you have here the Emperor, right at the very sort of base, next to this Ten of Cups, which this butterfly is flying right into. Right, so it's almost like, again, the focus. There's so much focus on the internalization, the preparation of this process before it materializes. Okay, so the elongation of time and energy. And the emphasis here is laid on the recognition of what makes us feel stable. Right? What again, gives us that sense of stability and independence, but also allows us to channel our truth, channel our fire energy. This is Aries' card, the Emperor. So it's fire, and yet it's also kind of earth. Right? It's stability, but it's inherently creative. Right? The domain that we create, so to speak, the Emperor. So it's about, right, taking an active role with the discovery, right, of what is real to us, how we really feel emotionally about it, and what may need to be uprooted that holds us back from it in some kind of way. Okay, because what's awaiting you, Capricorn, is this broad, vast world of possibility. Okay, it's like an endless sea. The moment that you open your eyes, right, to it, you see so much more than what you see. Okay, so thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. I will be back soon, hopefully within a week or so, with your mid-May reading. Let's see how these energies culminate, and in the meantime, I highly recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as oftentimes those will illuminate further aspects into your situation for you. I know I resonate a lot with my moon, even more than my sun sometimes, so it doesn't hurt to check it out. If you don't know your signs, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide and type in your birth details, so on and so forth, and it will compute your signs for you. Alright, thank you so very much again, Capricorn, for tuning in. Have a beautiful full moon. Enjoy that glowing orb of energy, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.